Hello, it's Miss Mansky with this week's lesson for comprehension. I hope that you had a good week of digital learning and that you have things to look forward to doing this weekend. Let's get started on the lesson. So just to recap briefly, the last couple weeks we've been talking about main idea. Main idea is what the author is trying to tell you about the topic that they're writing about. It's the point of the piece and the most important thought about the topic. The supporting details are anything the author provides in the text to describe or explain the main idea in further detail. So these could be personal observations and experiences. These could be facts, opinions, statistics, really anything that the author adds in the text to further describe their main idea. Another way we can think about this is the ice cream cone example that we talked about last week. So main idea is kind of like the cone. It holds the details in place. Without the details, the main idea is just kind of there and it doesn't really have a purpose. But the details are like the scoops of ice cream. They support the main idea and give it purpose, right? An ice cream cone without ice cream doesn't really do anybody any favors. Okay, so the first text that we're going to be looking at today is called Volcanoes, and I will read it for you now. While erupting volcanoes are beautiful to watch, they can disrupt air travel. For example, a 2001 eruption of Mount Etna sprayed ash high into the atmosphere and closed nearby airports. The grainy ash covered the land and made runways dangerous. The wind also carried the ash and made it difficult to avoid in the air. The main idea of this passage is that while erupting volcanoes are beautiful to watch, they can cause problems for air travel. And then the details are all examples of the types of problems that volcanoes can cause for air travel. So one is a 2001 eruption of Mount Etna sprayed ash high into the atmosphere and closed nearby airports. The grainy ash covered the land and made runways dangerous. The wind also carried the ash and made it difficult to avoid in the air. So as we can see, all of the details that the author includes in the text support the main idea, which is that volcanoes can cause problems for air travel. This is the passage that you're going to be looking at for your exit ticket today. It is called Tomatoes. Tomatoes are a great addition to your garden. They come in many types, from tiny tomatoes the size of marbles to huge ones the size of grapefruits. They also come in different colors, from the usual red to green, purple, yellow, orange, and even striped. Tomato plants need some care to grow, but even a new gardener can grow a crop. And a detail that supports the main idea of this text is that tomato plants need some care to grow, but even a new gardener can grow a crop. And your responsibility in your exit ticket today is to identify the main idea and the other supporting details in this text. So this is what the exit ticket looks like. Question 1 says, what is the main idea of the passage? And that is the tomatoes passage, this one right here. And then the second question says, what are 2 supporting details from the text that prove this is the main idea? So these are in addition to the one that I shared here, which is that tomato plants need some care to grow, but even a new gardener can grow a crop. You are choosing the other 2 details that support whatever main idea you chose in question 1. All right, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a good weekend, and I will talk to you next week. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will answer them as quickly as possible. Goodbye.